All right, so the purpose of our training tonight, we're going to do a new customer training, and I just want to cover a few topics with you guys. One, my goal is just to make sure that we get you off to the right start. So I'm going to go through the typical 72-hour steps that we usually send out to everyone. If you are not sure what you should be focused on or what you should be doing, I'm going to go through that. We're going to talk about benchmarks and goals, and I'm also going to talk about steps to earning while you learn. I know some people get stuck on that, and a lot of people don't know how to put together a game plan. So I'm just going to go through some things that have helped our team, and that really helped me as well when I didn't really have a lot of direction and didn't know what to do. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is getting started properly. So when you join iMarkets Live, everyone is different. Every sponsor is different. The way they run their teams is different. Me in particular, whoever is in my downline, usually everyone is given the same 72-hour launch steps. Within those 72-hour launch steps, the very first thing that you should be doing is getting connected with Telegram. So I know a lot of you are in our Telegram, and I just want to share with you really quickly, what our Telegram is and just kind of give you some expectations. So in this Telegram, I drop trade ideas. A lot of times you're going to see that I'll say possible KISS trade idea, and I'll tell you whether it's a sell or a buy. If you ever are curious as to how to execute that trade, I'm usually referring to the KISS trade, which is on the IML web analyzer, Kenya's instant scalping strategy. You can go to YouTube. There's a full playlist on how to use that strategy. I also do some other things too. So usually I'll drop signals or, things like that. Most importantly, I want you guys to be able to know where to access important files in here. So if you're on your desktop, you're going to see over to the right. Right now it shows about 1,800 photos that I've shared in here. I share a lot of visuals of trade setups. I share this because I know a lot of people struggle with what to see. When I point out a particular trade, they don't really have an idea of what that setup should look like. So my goal in showing you these setups is to help you get comfortable with knowing what to look for, how, what it looks like when the trade is usually going our way and how you're taking profit. And when we have losses, I want you to see that as well too. Most importantly here, you'll see files. So if you click on files, you're going to see documents that I've shared in here since this Telegram started, okay? So I share a lot of free ebooks in here. There's a sample trading plan, a sample trading journal. Everything you need is pretty much right there. I'll be sure to answer your questions in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and open the sample trading plan. Actually, I'm going to go back to it, but we'll talk about that shortly. But I just wanted you to know exactly what to look forward to in Telegram. So I'll be sure to come back and answer your question. I know I have a question in the chat. All right, so you know what Telegram is all about. You also are going to have access to Brandon Boyd's Telegram. He is our sponsor. He provides a lot of important information as well, especially for those of you who decide you want to build the business side. I don't really talk about business building a lot, although I do build the business with IML. Trading is my focus, and I also help my team build as well, but I don't really talk a lot about that. Brandon talks a lot about it, so you'll be plugged into his chat as well. So in the 72-hour steps, you will also next, after you're connected through Telegram, you're going to download the corporate apps. So you should have the IML app, and in that IML app, you're going to go to Fast Start. There's a place in there, I forgot at the bottom, but you're going to find Fast Start, click on phase 1. It's going to take you through all the steps through phase 1, okay? So once you go through those Fast Start steps, we then have you set up your broker account. You might be questioning, well, who should I use as a broker when getting started? If you don't have any direction with that, I advise you to ask in our interactive chat. We have a preferable broker that we use, Traders Way, and I usually have steps that are very detailed as to how to set up your account. So you'll receive that. You can also ask your sponsor, whoever signed you. The next thing, after you have your broker account set up, you have your apps downloaded. You should have the IML app. You should have swipe trades. You should have the web analyzer, everything that it walks you through. The very next focus is plugging right into IML Academy, okay? So IML Academy is basically where you're going to learn how to trade. It's going to give you everything you need. So you log into your back office. You can watch IML Academy from your phone. You can watch it from your computer, but you're basically going to log into your account and you're going to click on IML Academy. It's going to bring up a series of videos, very easy to understand, and it's just going to walk you through all the basics. Now, if you're interested in learning my strategy, you're going to need to understand IML basics first. You're going to need to go through the basics. So I recommend going through the basics immediately because that's going to at least give you some trading knowledge, especially if you start taking swipe trades or if you're just using the web analyzer. It just really simplifies things for you, and you kind of need to understand what you're doing. So plug right into that. That will be your focus. Next, after you have plugged into, oh, another thing I want to share with you guys. Let me stop share really quick, and I just want to show you something. Now, one of the things that I recommend, hold on one second, guys, I'm sorry. Oh, stop share, here we go. Okay. So one of the things I'm going to recommend is that when you start studying your IML Academy, go to some place like Walmart or some place where you can get notebooks like this, these little composition books. When I started, this is what I took notes in. So you'll see I have IML Academy Basics 1. And through Basics, I just took notes on every section, everything. And the reason why you want to do this is because the goal is not for you to be with IML forever. The goal is for you to learn how to trade, to get the education that you need. And you want to have this information with you forever. If you somehow, have some financial hardship, you can't pay your subscription, you want to have this information with you forever so that you can look back on it. So my recommendation is to have one notebook for IML Academy, get another notebook for IML TV, where you take notes on different topics. Maybe, I don't know, if you're doing the business side and you're learning, how to build a team, how to share with customers, all that kind of stuff to make residual income, have a notebook for that as well. So just be very, very organized with that. Okay, so I see that I don't have any questions right now, so I'm going to continue to the next thing and we'll go step by step. So we went over IML Academy, so you should know exactly what to do with that. I gave you some tips. Now, as you watch IML Academy, you also want to plug into IML TV. So when you log into your back office, you're going to see a link to IML TV. IML TV has a list of educators that they have recordings that you can watch if you can't attend them live, but there's a schedule where you can look at the schedule of everything. It'll show you exactly what they're talking about. If you are brand new, I recommend that you log in, you click on IML TV, click on Forex Basics, and you're going to watch anyone who teaches basics. So for example, I'm just going to show you an example of a live recorded room. This is a recording, but this is from 2 of our educators who teach basics. And what I love is that when you click on recorded videos right here at the top, it'll show you different topics that you can watch. So if you're interested in learning Fibonacci, or if you're interested in learning the basics of technical analysis, if you want to learn how to chart, and in the beginning, I found a lot of those things difficult, and IML has advanced so much. They've really improved IML TV and how to locate things. So I love, for example, this couple here. All you have to do is click on the recording, you play it, and they start sharing really important knowledge with you. So she's sharing.
In this chart, price was right around this blue shaded area that you saw there. And on the chart markup, he said 1 or 2 things could happen. Either price could from this zone right here.
Okay, so I love this because she's going over technical analysis, and they break it down so simple. You're going to find educators who are very easy for you to understand. You might find some that you just don't really get them too much. But IML does a great job of, having educators that really break down the knowledge that we need. So in here in IML TV, you'll notice that there's a chat. When you attend a live session, you can drop your questions in there. Some of them trade live with you. So it's very interactive, and I absolutely love it. So that's a little bit about IML TV. So make sure that you're plugging into IML TV at least 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. Now, when I got started, I went all in, you guys. I was so hungry for trading. It was just fun for me. I was super excited about it. I love the fact that I could really learn how to trade and control my income without having to rely on other people to make money. So I just saw freedom in this, and I just went crazy hard. I mean, every free time that I had, I was studying. I watched basics over and over and over again. And that's what I recommend you do. Plug into IML TV, watch these educators, and it's just going to click for you more and more. All right, so the next thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about is, let's talk about some benchmarks and goals. So when you get started, when you have some free time on the weekend, or when you can just carve out some time, I recommend that you create a trading plan. Now, I opened the trading plan for you, and let's just kind of talk about some of those things that you should incorporate into your trading plan. And let me do a new share so that you can see exactly what I'm going through, and I'll walk you through it. So actually, I already have it pulled up. This is inside of Telegram. So with your trading plan, what you want to do Type in the chat if you guys can see this trading plan right now. Can you see the sample trading plan? I just want to make sure you guys can see it. Type in the chat yes if you see this trading plan. Okay, awesome. So with this trading plan, you're going to go through it. And what I recommend is I already have this trading plan laid out for like some of the most common challenges you're going to have. I also have it laid out for if you're using the KISS strategy. It's pretty much laid out for you guys. All you have to do is just kind of adjust it to make it your own, okay? You're going to notice as you trade, you're going to come into some challenges or weaknesses. Lay out those weaknesses and develop or devise a plan to start improving those weaknesses. When you put this together, print it out, keep it in front of you where you trade every single day, and let this be a living and breathing document that you constantly update. You're going to have your money management rules, but in the beginning, I want you guys to really think about, for example, what is my goal in my first month? Is my goal just to really focus on learning, which I do recommend? Your first month focus should be on IML Academy basics and demo trading. That is my recommendation. I know that a lot of people get started and they need to make money and they want to make, crazy money. The money will come. If you focus on earning, the money will come. But one of the things we want to do is help you earn while you learn. However, your first month, we want to make sure that you understand what you're doing. I don't want you guys to come in here with no direction. You're blowing your account, then you're discouraged. You want to quit. You think that Forex doesn't work, because it does. And you just need to start the proper way, okay? So if you're focusing on swipe trades, for example, put that in your plan and put what your goal is. If your goal is, basically making $10 to $12 a day to help cover your subscription costs, put that in there. If it's growing your account 10% or 5% a week, put that in there. We have direction on all of that. IML Academy will walk you through that as well. So just make sure that you are definitely following a plan, okay? So in your first month, just remember that your focus should be on IML Academy basics and demo trading. Your second month focus should be on intermediate in the Academy, IML Academy intermediate section. You should also be doing demo trading or easing your way into a live account. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to earn while you're learning and just kind of give you a sample plan that you can kind of start doing if you haven't already. Your third month focus, you want to be doing either intermediate, maybe going over it again, maybe focusing on advanced section of the Academy. I'm going to warn you that it takes time to understand this stuff. In the beginning, you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel like it's a lot of information, but I promise you, as you apply it, as you apply your knowledge, for example, with swipe trades, which I love for new customers because it helps you practically apply your learning. So as you do it over and over and over again, it's going to click and you're going to say, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense now. I finally know how to draw a trend line, things like that. So just keep going. It's going to click, okay? So this is your first month, your second month, your third month focus. Once you get comfortable with swipe trades and demo, for example, you should know how to place a trade. You should know how to modify a stop loss. You should know how to put in your take profit, all those things. When you're comfortable with that, then you're ready to transition into a live account. You have a trading plan. You know what your risk management plan is, and start trading live. Start with a very small balance. For example, I recommend $25. When you first trade live, do a small account of like $25 because you need to get the feeling of trading live versus trading in a demo account. It's totally different. The emotions are totally different, but I'm warning you, you're gonna blow a few accounts. It's just gonna happen. I don't believe there's anyone in trading that has never blown an account, and it's okay. The reason why you're gonna blow an account is because the most difficult thing you need to manage in trading is yourself. You don't know that when you're a new trader. You don't know what your emotions are like. You don't know how you handle losses. You don't know how you handle risk management. So you're going to learn all of that once you start trading live. I don't want you guys to start with $500 to $1,000. You have really no experience and you come in here and blow your account with that much money. So focus on those small accounts, very small profits, small growth over time. And when you see that 10 cents a pip turn into $1, $2, $3, $6, $20, that's going to give you confidence that you're well on your way. All right. So that's your benchmark and your goals. The last thing I want to talk to you about is earning while you learn. Now, when you join iMarkets Live, you have two options in how you can trade for free. Number one, you can focus on the 2 Free program. So within your first 30 days, if you decide to share IML with 2 people who also want to trade, your subscription will be free. That has to happen within your first 30 days. After 30 days, that program is no longer available to you. So another option that you have to trade for free or to offset some of the cost of your subscription is to use something like swipe trades or our team signals void pips, which is phenomenal, okay? A lot of us are winning, a lot of us use it, and we're using the products that IML has for us to make pips every day. So we have trainings on it. We show you how you can even do it yourself, or you don't have to rely on a signal from someone else. But basically, if you don't get the 2N free program, you can strive to make $10 to $12 a day to help you cover your costs. Even if you're making half of that, let's say $6 a day, $5 a day, over 20 trading days in a month, that's going to help offset some of your costs, okay? So I'm telling you this because no one gave me a plan that was intentional when I started. I had to come in here. That's just how my personality is. I'm very driven, very, organized. I like to have a plan and I like to execute. And that's what I want to help you guys do. You got to come in here with an execution plan, or else you're going to find month after month after month passes and you're going to feel like you're not getting anywhere. So to help you with that execution plan, your money management plan is the most important in my opinion. When you start taking these signals, I want you to practice in demo first. So if you're practicing in demo, I want you to practice using this position calculator. If you go to myfxbook.com, actually if you Google myFX calculator, it'll show up. This is the page that it's going to look like. I'm pulling it up right now. This is a position calculator where you can go and calculate your risk. So if you're ever unsure as to what should your lot size be, what stop loss should you use, how many positions should I do? This is exactly what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you an example right here. Let's say if you have an account balance of $100 to $500, okay? You want to trade 0.01 lot size for every $100 in your account. And I recommend you practice this in demo because the earlier you get organized in a demo account, you can transfer that success into a live account. So if you are trading, for example, a $500 balance, you want to use no more than 50 cents a pip, okay? Now that's also going to determine your risk. It's recommended that you risk no more than 1 to 3% of your total account balance on any one trade. So if you had a $500 account, you risk 2%. Your total risk for today, if we were to start trading during Asian session right now, our total risk would be $10. That's the most that we can lose in this session right now, okay? Our stop loss would be 15 pips. Our lot size would be 60 cents a pip. Now, how did I get that? If you go to the position calculator, all you do is type in your account size. So if I put $500 and then I put that I only want to risk 2%, my stop loss, I only want to do a 15 pip stop loss. The currency I'm trading is Euro USD, and then I just calculate it. So it gives me my risk for the day. This is the most that I can lose in order for me to not lose my account and really stay in the game long term. The most that I can lose is $10. The lot size that I can use is 60 cents a pip. Now, when you go and open a position, you don't have to use this entire 60 cents a pip on one position. So for example, let's say that Swipe Trade sends you a trade on Euro USD. They send you another trade on GBP USD. You could open a trade on GBP USD for 10 cents a pip. You could open another trade on Euro USD for 10 cents a pip. And sometimes I just leave it at that. I don't max out on my lot size because what if I have some drawdown and I have another opportunity to do another entry? Or you might want to free yourself up to get into other trades, okay? So that's just some advice with that. I recommend not using your total lot size, but use this position calculator so that you can know exactly what your lot size is. It just helps you with good money management, and that's going to really be critical to your trading success now and in the long term. Does that make sense? Type in the chat if this is making sense to you guys, if it's clear. If I'm going too fast, let me know. And if you guys have questions, please drop them in the chat. Awesome. I'm glad this is making sense for you. Okay, so that is all that I wanted to cover with you guys. That is the most important. I just wanted to really go through again, your game plan, getting started the right way, making sure that you guys know exactly what to do, how to plug into IML Academy, IML TV, your execution plan, which is your trading plan, and also how to earn while you learn. Okay, guys? So thank you so much. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And I will make sure that this is on YouTube so that you guys can play it back. And I'll see you guys in the next training. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you next time.